I was struck with a thought today that I wanted to share with you. And it was, I was thinking about this friend of mine that's going through these marital difficulties, and it's really a pretty dire situation, and it's so painful to watch, and just praying for them and praying for their family. But in all honesty, in my own heart of hearts, feeling like, Lord, this just seems so impossible. Like, I don't think I would want my child to be subject to this kind of a marriage. The spouse is just difficult, it's ugly, it's painful. And in praying, I was really challenged in that whole thought of, well, God knows what they need better than I even know what to pray for. Why do we even pray? Why does it even work like that? God, you know what she needs. Why should I even have to tell you? You know. And I was struck with this whole idea of possibly with prayer, it's about God wants to connect us in community. And what I mean by that is yeah, God can do those things, and yeah, God will do those things, and no, God's not dictated by our prayers, but there's no way around that God's going to get glory if He does the miraculous in a situation that seems impossible to me. But there's also an element of community that comes when I pray, and what that means is when I hear her go through something difficult with her spouse, it breaks my heart, and I hurt for her, and I begin to lift that up to Father, and immediately there's community, there's connection. When I share with my friend Andy down in Southern California, man, things that I'm struggling with, and I need him to pray for me. And does God know those things? Sure, He knows those things. Could God do things about that, whether or not I ask for prayer? Yeah, He could. But God wants to stir Andy as he hears my heart hurt, his heart hurts. And then there's a coagulation of hearts. There's a connection that's made. And really, in all honesty, in some ways, I wonder if it's not God just forcing our hands to community in ways that we wouldn't normally be connected, because I like to be isolated. I like it when it's just my privatized life, but that's not what God intended. God intended us to be connected in community. So my challenge for you today is hurt for people, pray for people, be connected to people in ways that are supernatural in prayer for the sake of allowing God to do something miraculous, using you, connecting you, and doing things that you could never expect in and of yourself. So that's my challenge today. Allow God to supernaturally coagulate your hearts with other people in prayer. God bless you.